Roselle Strip Mall, an unlikely place for a staycation. That is until you step into Lun Wah restaurant and Tiki bar. The palm trees, not the real thing, but can we just pretend a little bit?
Gives you the illusion that you're someplace else, that you've transported yourself out of the area and you've gone someplace a million miles away and you're someplace tropical. Maybe this month you couldn't get away and get to an island, but you know what? You could get down to your local tiki bar. And that's what the tiki bar always represented for people.
Christopher Pandolfo owns Lun Wah. The tiki bar originally opened in 1974. Christopher doesn't know much about the previous proprietors, but he knows why he and his wife were drawn to this place.
I've been in the restaurant business the majority of my career, and I always imagined myself retiring on a beach someplace with a shack bar, and I didn't care if I had nothing else, and all I was doing was rolling down my garage door every day and sleeping under the bar top. And this was it gave me that kind of feeling, like I was someplace special, I was someplace tropical.
The whole tiki culture is kind of based on escapism, right?
It began with a guy by the name of Ernest Gant.
On the Beachcomber, right?
California. Yeah,
I'm from California, so yeah.
He opened up just a single room bar with bamboo on the walls, and what he imagined, what his mind would have been, what you would experience in the South Pacific. Strong, rummy, tropical drinks with a lot of fruit juices and syrups.
This thing here, I love this. This has got flames in the center, and this is the Volcano.
Our recipe on a Volcano for two is very simple. It's just a couple of juices, a little bit of a sweetener, which is our honey. It has a light Puerto Rican rum in there. It's dark Demerara rum from El Dorado. It's 8-year aged. The juices, a little bit of sweetener, and then we top with the Don Q 151.
Nice kick. It's got a slight sweetness to it. It's nice.
Nice combination. This is actually, we call this our 1970s zombie. The evolution of a lot of these cocktails has taken a lot of time. They all kind of had their own proprietary drink. So you would go to Don's for one particular type of drink, you would go to another place for another different type of drink. And this is somebody else's zombie, and this is our interpretation of somebody else's zombie.
It's called a zombie because it's really, really strong and potent.
But we chose this one because we liked the way the mix went together. It was fairly easy for us to do on a regular basis at a high-rated service, very accurately.
What's up with all the umbrellas?
Yeah, I don't know where the idea of the umbrellas came from.
Yeah.
But it's that old classic idea that you got to get your umbrella drinks.
Yeah.
So in the tiki culture, this is part of the staple. You got the very classic garnish of the pineapple, the cherry, the umbrella.
It'd be kind of dangerous putting the umbrella on this thing.
We've had it happen.
Really? You had an umbrella on this drink?
When we train a new bartender every now and then, they don't realize. And then there's umbrellas, and then they're lighting the 151, and then there's a fire.
I mean, you have a whole group of people who follow this culture coming in here, right?
We do. They go by the name of Tiki Files. They are a wonderful group. All they want to do is just laugh, have a good time, dress up in some bright colored outfits, and celebrate what to them is tiki culture, which is I'm on vacation.
It's really just people who are interested in sort of the whole post-war era.
The food, Polynesian-inspired, Cantonese.
The Polynesian-inspired side is the sweet, fruity end of it. The Cantonese style, obviously, more like an Americanized Chinese, and that was a lot of the thing with the Down the Beachcomber and how this whole movement started. Since it was out of somebody's imagination, it was just an idea of what he thought you might find in the South Polynesian Islands. Wasn't really, but what it produced is a pretty cool eclectic mix of food and drinks and atmosphere that kind of falls together.
I mean, everything's it's about the presentation, right?
Every bit of it is made to make you feel like you are not in New Jersey. So our coconut shrimp, it's hand-breaded, dipped coconut shrimp, served over a bed of mixed Chinese vegetables in a brown sauce, deep fried, topped with a little bit of a Coco Lopez coconut cream and some coconut on top.
Now, you wouldn't be like a tiki bar restaurant without a poo-poo platter.
No, you need to have the poo-poo platter. Our poo-poo platter we serve with our barbecue beef kebabs. We serve with our chicken and foil, our shrimp toast, and our ribs are on there also, and then a couple mini egg rolls. Our ribs are fantastic. Beef kebabs are fantastic, but it comes out with the on a Lazy Susan platter with the flaming torch in the middle. Up to you if you want to toast it up a little bit extra on there. Some people do like to do that. Some people just like the feeling of the flame.
What really kind of like exemplifies like this tiki culture is this pineapple chicken.
Our version of a Polynesian-inspired entree. Pineapple chicken, great entree for us. It's green peppers, carrots, onions, and pineapple. The sauce is chicken stock with a little sugar and salt and a little bit of white vinegar, and it's served in a actual hollowed out pineapple.
I like the sticky sauce, right? Because it kind of like brings out the flavor of the chicken. Gonna get the chicken in it. Is it vinegar?
It's a little bit of the white vinegar, yeah.
Does it feel kind of odd to like represent this kind of fake culture in a restaurant?
It's not really a misrepresentation of anything.
Yeah.
Everything that you're experiencing in a place like this has pretty much been Americanized for, I'd say, 70, 80 years. Maybe even longer than that, and it's taken on its own animal. And now the idea of tiki is so far beyond anything that maybe began as any sort of faux cultural representation of anything. It's something that didn't exist in the world anywhere. It was created by an entertainer, basically, and has become something that people the world over really enjoy at this place.
Well, thank you so much. I really had a great time.
It's such a pleasure having you here today.
Lun Wah is open 7 days a week. Don't forget, we're on Facebook and we're on Twitter at Restaurant Hunter NJ on Facebook and at Rest Hunt NJ on Twitter. We'd like to thank all the restaurants we visited this half hour. Spice Bazaar, First Republic Lounge and Restaurant, and Lun Wah. And remember, you'll always have a place at the table here on Restaurant Hunter. I'm Christine Sloan. Until next time, New Jersey.